Improves control and acceleration. Yeah, I hate this car so much. But I don't know. Like, if I just made commentary on, I was always wondering how the new Most Wanted race is available. Is that a Corvette? Oh, nice. I want to drive a Corvette. I actually want to find that Formula 1 car. It's probably a bad car for me to drive, because the Formula 1 car, because it's super fast. And circuit race, alright. Because it's super fast, but really easy to crash. So it's probably a really bad car for me to drive, but I really do not. That Shelby Cobra, you cannot drift it at all, and that is like the main source of me semi being able to control my car. There's a car over here? Isn't it the Shelby Cobra? Yes, it is. Alright, so that was a complete waste of time. I don't know, I was always commentary about commentary. This is quite an infinite loop. And another thing, like, that reminds me of programming class. Great stuff. Not really. It's kind of boring. I thought I would really like programming, because I'm in college now, and that's what I'm going to do, I guess. Well, that's kind of the track I was heading towards until so I took programming class, and that, I don't know. I think it might be more the professor than the actual, because it's not bad. It's just oh man, I crashed again. It's not a bad class. It's just super boring, because we don't really write code. We just kind of talk about it. Like, I thought we'd be like sitting there writing code all day, which is not bad, because I took a Flash class for 2 years in high school, and there's a lot of action script coding and stuff like that. Man, I missed that. But see how I can turn completely around with this car, but the other car I can't, the Shelby. But I don't know, I think the Flash was definitely more fun, because you could make the cool animations and stuff, even though we ended up making some stupid animations, like a flower animation. Make a flower growing. Like, I was voted for doing fighting animations and stuff, and but a few nameless people in the class were like, "Oh, that's too hard, we should do a flower animation." So naturally we had to do that. But fighting animations, yeah, wow, they're harder, but they're definitely more fun. They're nothing compared to, like, I don't know if it's called Flash Fights. That might seem to be too much of a broad term, but if you look up Flash animated fights, like, they are crazy good at what they do. Especially, you definitely have a lot more appreciation for what they do if you've ever done Flash, and you realize how long it takes to make a simple animation. Especially in those fights, they're doing a lot of frame-by-frame animation, which basically means, like, the standard rate is like 12 frames per second, which is pretty slow, but they boost that up even higher when they're doing their animations. And so they're animating each frame by hand. So if they're doing 25-30 frames a second, like my videos are 25 frames a second, not, well, yeah, 25 most of the time, sometimes they're 30, but so that means they're animating each frame by hand. So that's 25 frames for 1 second of fighting. So it's very time consuming, and you really have appreciation for how much work they put into it if you've done it yourself. And even if you haven't done it yourself, that doesn't even matter. You can still appreciate that it takes a lot of work and a lot of skill. And that's the reason why I got into programming instead of animating is because animating is not my thing. I'm not an artist, and you have to be an artist to animate. I was thinking more of getting into level design and stuff, not necessarily the I don't even know what I was thinking, honestly. Not necessarily like the actual like buildings you see right now and how they look and stuff like that, but more of the actual like environment that you're interacting with, that kind of thing. Like at one point I tried making, it was a total fail, but custom maps in Doom, which is a very old game, and I'm sure pretty much everybody's heard of it, but a lot of people probably haven't played it. I know a lot of people have, but that's only if you're older, so if you're younger you probably haven't played it. But you know, editing like that, and like, because playing Call of Duty for so long, you see so many map balancing issues. Just like if you're on one side, you have certain advantages to the other, and that's why pretty much, especially like in MOBAs, like League of Legends or Dota or something, you see a mirrored map, which is basically, you know, it's perfectly symmetrical. Each, you know, half the map is the same as the other half, it's just like flipped. So I was thinking of getting into that, like how to balance, like how to make a map perfectly balanced without making it mirrored, which I'm not sure if there is a way to do that, but if there was, you know, find a way. But this race is not going well. I'm in 8th. I need to start focusing. It's because half the time I swear, if I had a face cam, you'd see me. I take my hand off the controller to talk with my hands, and it doesn't work. And it's only when I'm telling like a story or something like that. When I'm just doing normal commentary, it doesn't normally happen. But it's like when I'm trying to explain something or my thought. Ooh, almost took off my door. Like when I'm trying to explain my thought process behind something, then I start using my hands, and that creates crashes. But looks like if I don't catch up to this guy, I'm just gonna slam right into the back of him. That'll be good. I hate being in first because there's no one I get to follow. Oh, I pressed start. Oh my god, now I'm gonna be in like 8th. Oh my god. Oh man. At least the race, the only good thing about the races being short is if you have to redo them, not a big deal. But so I'll probably have to end up redoing this race unless I can make a drastic comeback, which actually they're really grouped up right now, so. Woo! If I they just all smashed into the side of me. I panicked because I didn't know if I was supposed to go right or left, so I looked at the map and then crashed. Well, not crashed, they crashed on the side of me, but see if I can, yeah. Man, if I didn't screw that up, that would have been an amazing comeback. That would have been an amazing comeback, but so that's why I ended up getting into the programming aspect of it. I mean, because like I guess in like a lot of, oh man, I should have restarted because now I gotta go back. Oh, it's only 0.2 miles, but that's why I went into the programming aspect of it more. Like, I wanted to do something with video games, obviously, 'cause I'm such a video game person. But speed camera 46 of 66. I've already hit all of them. But and that was the best way I could figure how to get into the gaming industry, without having to be artistic. And because the programs that offer, they're basically animation programs and stuff, which I think I might be able to do fine on the computer, but there was a lot of storyboarding involved, which is, you know, drawing it out actually. Not storyboarding on the computer, but actually physically storyboarding. So probably wouldn't be that good at that, so that's why I kind of just dropped that idea really fast, because for the longest time I wanted to be just like a video game designer, which is very generic. But so that's how I ended up landing that. Oh snap, I just completely effed up. At least on the races they put you back on the track. That's one good thing. I'm still debating about this game, if I'm gonna hate it or semi enjoy it, because I was just so discouraged after no customization, man. I don't even get to show off my cool car. You don't like that's the coolest thing, especially when you're recording yourself play. You get to see, you know, your progress that you've made throughout the game, and where you've come from your shitty little Mazda RX-8, which is not a shitty car, but to, you know, I'm not even sure. I can't even remember what cars you got towards the top of Most Wanted. I thought they were just like more like you got better parts and stuff like that. But where am I going? Oh my god, I messed up again. Alright, so now it will be truly an amazing feat for me to come back from this one. Oh man, so I didn't really know where I was gonna. Oh my god, and I'm gonna smash into this wall and it's gonna crash me. It always crashes me. I never just bounce off all the time. Oh my god, this race. I have like a thing against this race. All right, I'll give it one more try and see how I do. I'm really gonna try to focus this time now. I'll try to get it done. See, I was focusing too much about what I was gonna say again, and the gameplay ended up suffering, as usual. So now I'll really focus, see what happens, see if I can make something happen on this race. Oh, oncoming car, oncoming car. There's like a tight little window you gotta get in there, and alright, so now I know that I really have to slow down at this wall. Woo! Somehow made it through there. But yeah, so anyway, still debating on how I'm gonna feel about this game. See, that's what ends up happening with my Let's Plays a lot, is I don't really play the game before I start. I just kind of like go off a very like small first impression from like playing the game for 10 or 15 minutes, and then so I never know, you know, if I'm actually gonna fully get through a game, because if I don't like the game, it really takes a lot for me to get through a bad game. I cannot really remember me getting through any bad games, because I'm not one of those people that can see the light at the end of the tunnel kind of thing. So I just kind of want a light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. It's more of a death reference, I guess. But yeah, so we'll see. I swear, if it was gonna crash me right there, I was gonna be so pissed. But the one good thing about having the different cars is the way they set up different races, so they can adjust the cars that you're actually racing with to that difficulty. So I find if I actually slow down around corners instead of trying to do the whole not braking thing, I end up not crashing, and I'm gonna get first, just for not screwing up. So, yeah, that was really a long and drawn out kind of conclusion to this video. And I'm just going to apply these little settings real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please stick around and come check out my channel if you haven't, whatever, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Peace out, guys.